So today we're going to be training you on how to change the oil in the Hobart HL662. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to turn off the machine. So we're going to walk over here. I should pause there. We're going to turn it off. Alright, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to remove the top of it. So with a Phillips head screwdriver, we're going to remove the top two screws. One screw. Two screws. And then just lift straight off. The next step is removing the cage and the back of the cage. So we're going to move around the cage until we get to the part that pops right off. And then we'll need a flathead screwdriver to remove the 2 or 3 screws on the cage. So the next step, after removing the cage and the back, is we are going to find the drain plug, which is right here underneath. The next plug that we're going to need to find is in the top of our mixer. It's very difficult to find, but it is right here underneath the wheel and pulley, as you can see there. To remove this plug, you're going to need a special tool. That tool is the extender with the 3/8 hex bolt. We're going to slide that right in through the pulley, and we are going to remove this bolt, which is also attached to a dipstick. And there we have the dipstick. We're going to clean that off and set it aside for now. And then after we've removed the dipstick bolt, we're going to go down and remove the drain bolt. This is important to have your container ready so you can catch the oil as it starts to fall out. So here we are going to finish unscrewing the drain plug and have our container close by so we're ready to start catching it. On this machine, you will have just a small amount coming out at the beginning. That's because a large amount of residue collects inside the plug. So using a screwdriver, gently go into the plug, you'll feel the residue pop, and then you will have good drainage. So now we're going to let that drain. It takes about 10 minutes, and then we'll be back to finish up. So now we're going to put the plug back in and tighten it. Oh. Gonna make a little bit of a mess. And after we tighten it, we're going to go up and add oil to the machine. Alright, so using my socket wrench, we're going to go ahead and tighten that up so we have no leaking and it doesn't pop out as we try and fill the oil. All right, now we're gonna step up and put the oil in the machine. Okay. So I've placed my funnel. I fit it directly through a hole in the system, straight into the hole. And now I'm going to add 2 liters of our oil to our machine. So now we're going to put the dipstick back in. I've found that it's easiest to go through the hole and drop it straight in. We're going to screw that back in. Tighten it up. And ladies and gentlemen, your oil has been changed. Now we're going to go back and finish putting it back together, following the same steps that we used in the same order when we took it apart. We're going to turn it on, let it run for a few minutes so that way it lubes everything back up. And then the last step is disposing of the oil at any of your local auto parts stores or an oil change facility. All right, well thank you. I hope you guys learned a lot.